This is TW Battles doing online commentary for Napoleon Total War. I am playing the Prussians and my opponent the Ottomans. Let's take a look at my army. 7-pounder howitzer, a unit of Landweers, some Silesian Schützen, some Hussar cavalry unit, a unit of foot guards, 5 units of musketeers. You can see how I'm splitting my army up into 3 pieces here: right, left, and center. Quick look at my general unit. There's my general with the white plume. A unit of grenadiers, foot guards, 12-pounder foot artillery, some lancers, Jaegers, and cuirassiers, heavy cavalry. Okay, let's take a look at the opponent's army. This is the Amazon confluence map. You can see how much water and spread out landmass there is. A very difficult map to deploy to. 3 units of Palestinian auxiliaries. The dangerous 18-pounder foot artillery. A unit of Azars. Some Salater guard. Some Belgic Janissary musketeers, General's bodyguard, some Chaymet Janissaries, some Azars, howitzer unit, and all the way on their left, some Delhi horsemen, Sipahi cavalry, and Shaternal camel gunners. Okay, let's take a look back at my army advancing forward here. Again, split up to the left, center, and middle. You can see my grenadiers taking some heavy artillery fire here. That's got to be that 18-pounder artillery gun, blowing some huge holes in my line there. You see a bunch of these guys getting woozy here, but able to get up and rejoin their unit. And let's take one more look at an artillery barrage here. Here it comes. There's some bodies flying right there, but true to their form, the grenadiers march forward despite the artillery. Now here's a concentrated artillery attack. The Delhi horsemen and the Sipahi cavalry making a run at my right flank here. And they're going to take a run at this musketeer unit in the middle. You can see I quickly form them into square. Perhaps that stops the charge. And then they're going to concentrate on one of my units to the left here. You can see my musketeers getting off some volleys there. Doing some damage. My artillery are also getting in on the action. And I'm advancing 2 units forward here across the water. And as soon as I see them advancing there, I quickly form them both into squares. They form interlocking squares. There they are forming up. And effectively all my infantry in that area are formed into squares, protected from those cavalry charges. And let's take a look at how quickly they get in the square. They're getting some volleys off. Above the smoke in the forest there with the sun in the background. That's a really nice shot. Okay. So let's take a look at my extreme right here. I'm rushing up my Silesian Schützen, my Landwehr, which is a basic militia unit, and my elite foot guards. I usually like to keep an elite unit next to a weak unit. In this case, the foot guards next to the Landwehr. And you can see my Silesian Schützen. They're an excellent skirmishing unit. Those Azars up on the hill should have just about come into range, so they're going to start exchanging fire there. Okay, you can see I have some nice lines formed here on my right. My artillery is getting some shots on those advancing Ottomans. You can see a random horse running across the middle there. That's a good sign for my squares that were formed on the side. You can see they, did some damage to those cavalry units. And my Silesian Schützen are getting the worst of this battle here. All I can think of is that they have less men and they're fighting uphill. which is why they're getting the worst of this battle, because really they are a superior unit in range, reload time, and in accuracy to the Azar's units. So I'm a little befuddled as to why they're losing so badly on that extreme right there. Okay, let's take a look at my musketeer units there. You can see I'm taking some heavy artillery fire. You can see my guys still formed in square there. The Shaternal camel gunners are still making a run despite my squares. Okay. Here's my artillery unit getting some shots at those advancing Ottomans. This is on my extreme left. There's not much action here, but later there will be a lot of action on this left flank. It's just taking a while for the Ottomans to advance their units forward. Most of the action is here on the right. You can see finally my Silesian Schutzen unit is routing. I'm going to rush up my Hussars over here to protect my right flank. I don't really want a cavalry unit going up against skirmishers, but I really don't have a choice. I have to protect my right flank there. I'll worry about other things later. But right here you can see my foot guards taking some heavy artillery hits, and the Ottomans are rushing in their Chaymat Janissaries, which are a melee infantry unit. They carry swords. Okay, you can see the whole time here I am taking a lot of artillery hits there. And here's my extreme left. Still getting a nice artillery barrage against those advancing units. You can see there's a hill in the middle there, and I think my artillery is falling just short, but closely those Ottomans should be right in range. Take a look at these Beylik Janissary musketeers firing down the hill here. They kind of look mismatched with their uniforms, but nonetheless a decent enough unit. You can see I brought my my Hussars forward to face these Azars, which were trying to roll up my right flank here. I didn't really want to bring my cavalry forward to fight this kind of fight, but for now my right flank is protected, and that's the important thing. You can see this melee unit, the Chaymat Janissaries, making a glorious charge here in the face of bayonets waving their flags, with artillery fire going on. They're going to make their charge, and they're going to start meleeing with my musketeers. You can see them getting behind some of my guys there, stabbing them with their swords. Very glorious. My guys do have fixed bayonets, so they're equipped for this melee fight here. And I believe I outnumber my opponent there. Okay, going back to the to my left here. You can see these units have gotten a lot closer. I'll take a look at my 12-pounder foot artillery unit here, taking some shots. There's a mod I'm using which increases unit size, and it also increases the size of your artillery units. I think this is a little bit more accurate to what it would have been in the day. The vanilla artillery, I believe, holds 3 pieces. These larger unit size hold 8 pieces of artillery per unit, which I think is, I like that a lot better. You can see here they're moving forward some Palestinian auxiliaries and some Azars. The Palestinian auxiliaries are a pretty basic militia unit. The Azars are considered irregulars, but they really have the characteristics of a skirmishing unit. You can see right here my musketeers are getting involved in a melee fight. They're going to be surrounded there, so I don't think they're going to fare too well. That's going to be a rout pretty soon. You can see this fight still going on my right flank between the Chaymat Janissaries and now my foot guards. It looks like that Janissaries unit was able to get my musketeers to rout. But my foot guards are going to fare a lot better, as they have really good numbers, and they are an elite infantry unit, so they're going to be able to not only fire but melee pretty effectively.